Well, we're now on day 14. These puppies are now 2 weeks old. Mum's just been up for a morning feed. It's about 7:30 in the morning. And we've just changed the puppy's bed, so they're on a nice clean bedding, and brought Mum back into them. So she's just waking them up, and they're all going to the milk bar. They still haven't opened their eyes. They're only 2 weeks old this morning. They have probably increased in weight about threefold, and they are now really a lot more vigorous and very active, very determined. Once they sense Mum comes into the whelping crate, they're straight over to her. Whether they smell or hear, I'm sure they're starting to hear things now. Over the next week or so we'll see their eyes open, and then they'll become little puppies, proper little puppies that are running around and playing and wanting entertaining. But at the moment Mum's spending decreasing times actually in the whelping crate with them and leaving them still under the heat lamp to sleep for long periods. She's actually taking during the evening, because we've been leaving the heating on overnight to keep this room warm, sleeping outside the whelping crate on the mat by the back door where she's cooler. She's more akin to being in a quite cool utility room overnight in a bed just with a blanket. So I think she's finding it too hot, combination of the puppies and the heat lamp, and probably if she sleeps in with them she's finding it quite annoying now, because they probably won't be leaving her alone. You can see how vigorous they are at feeding, all finding a nipple, and then one here completely on its back, a little white one. You can just see its legs sticking up, lying on its back, suckling. I don't think we'll be able to see it actually on the nipple. That one maybe if I bring the camera around next to it. And then others are approaching from the front. Oops. All enjoying their morning breakfast. She's eating a massive quantity now to keep her milk in a condition. We're having to feed Poppy probably 5 or 6 times a day. The volume in terms of what she's actually taking in is probably 3 to 4-fold what she would normally eat. Even when she was pregnant, we're still only feeding her twice a day with a little bit of supplementation. She's having a combination of puppy food mixed with beef stock and chicken stock and turkey, and she's also having some of a working dog mix when the other dogs are fed twice a day, so she'll eat with them after she's been walked. But she's looking quite good, not getting fat, not getting over skinny. She's actually managing to keep the weight on quite nicely despite the growth that we've seen on these puppies. And that little one has come off, and he's desperately trying to find where the milk bar is again, aren't you? Where'd it go? Really look, see how active they are and how much more mobile they are. Yeah, you are there nicely, aren't you? Really enjoying yourself. They've got little claws in their paws now that are really quite sharp, so sooner or later she's not going to be amused by the pawing that naturally goes on to feed the milk through. That's going to start making her a little sore, but at the moment she's still being really tolerant with them and is quite happy just to let them find their nipple and suckle until they fall asleep. And at that stage she's washing them, cleaning them. They'll have a poo and a pee. She'll clean most of that up still, although I have noticed the volume that's coming out of them, she's not keeping quite on top of it to the same degree she was a week ago, so we're having to change the bedding pretty regularly now to keep them nice and clean, but she's doing a marvellous job. So there we go, everybody through and growing nicely up to day 14.